Rohan, just your overall evaluation, first of all, please.
Tough game, very competitive, very heavy track that was given way. So there was, for some of the footy that was played, credit to both teams there at times in those conditions. I thought we defended their edge plays really well, defending our goal line. Obviously, the last try kick was, clever player is Tyrone May. The other two tries are, on another day. I thought the last slap forward or tip from Gildart was clearly forward on the replay. Not sure where the touch judge was on that one, but at that stage of the game, I thought we were doing well. I'm not sure. I don't actually know the rule, to be honest, whether does that count as a pass? But he never actually had possession, so I don't know. I'll check the actual rules there. But the other one, the kick at the post was a nice play, and we had people around it, but just missed out on that one. So I thought we limited their opportunities a lot. We competed well. Thought we overcame some obstacles during the game. Looked calm and composed. Brave defending. 2 lots of 12 men tonight. Which everyone's going to be playing with 12 men for periods of every game, most likely, if it keeps going, which, we're talking about duty of care, and then we're asking 12 men to do the job of 13, and then opening up the spaces more, which also makes it harder to defend. So, but I love the way we battled through those periods and competed hard, and the bravery, Croft doing that kick when they were ready for it, and he still did it and nailed it. That courage to do those types of plays is something that it's hard to find, and I'm glad to have that within our group, and we'll get better. We'll get plenty of results if we keep playing like that.
Just get your thoughts on your 2 sin binnings.
I think it's the way the game's going. I'm not sure the second one. I think we're almost encouraging everyone to make more of it. Everyone's throwing their arms up in the air. The crowd are all throwing their arms up in the air. It's like we're focused on, can we win a penalty and get someone sin binned, And the Donaldson one, I think, based on what they did last week, it's a very low grade high tackle, but it's a yellow. The Sonny one, I thought, without going over and over it, I thought it was a penalty, clearly a penalty, but I'm not sure it needed to be more than that. I think, judging by the way the match review panel downgraded a lot of the calls, a lot of the charges this week, that there's some definite uncertainty, and we're all just working it out. I understand that the RFL going through a process there of working it out. I think there was no high tackles today that had any real malice or intent, or I think it was a very, respectful, tough game of footy.
What can you say about Alfie Edel's first start today and the circumstances that he came into?
Oh, brave. He gets a nod, half an hour before kickoff that he's in. But yesterday he had a knock from training the day before, so we didn't even know if he was available to be 18th man today. So that's the courage of that young kid to come into this kind of environment that is always hard to play. February in Hull on the heaviest track you could find. For a young kid to defend that like that, he showed his he's earned his stripes there to be a backup fullback and be a Super League player when he gets the opportunity. So a lot of credit to that kid, and really proud of him.
Despite the 2 sin binnings, does it feel a little bit like one that got away tonight?
Yeah, I think it's these are great games for the competition where I'd say everyone could think that game was going either way. We will get better at some execution stuff. We'll improve. But it could have been one that got away, for sure. We're in the battle, and we knew it was going to be a battle, and we knew we were going to battle, and we knew they were going to battle, and unfortunately, we just didn't clean up on a couple of deflections and whatnot, and that turns out to be the difference in the game. I don't think they created more than us. The ball went their way, and that's the way it goes sometimes. I don't think it was lack of effort. We had people everywhere on all of those plays.
Cheers, Ron.
Ron, the penalty count was 11-3, 2-1 to you in the early stages. Do you think that had a big influence on the game?
Who won the penalty count?
Okay, I got 11 to your 3, if I made it. Have you any thoughts on that?
Oh, I've got a lot of thoughts on it. I think we're a disciplined team that quite correctly got penalised on the majority of those. Like live, most of the penalty calls I thought were correct, but there was tons of times where I thought, well, where's the one coming back the other way? As I said, early in the season, everyone will get better, hopefully.
How is Lucky? He was taken ill.
Yeah, he's not feeling the best, so we'll see how he is in the next couple of days and then assess for next week.
Mikael Gudemon didn't go back on. Did he get a knock?
No, it was just situational. He did a great shift at the start of the game. Given that we were chasing points, I needed Cameron Smith out on the field, and then we were playing with 12 men multiple times. That the blokes that were coming back on were fresh, and one of them was Sonny at the end, and Dono hadn't long been on, so just the way the interchange sort of fell today, I needed to manage that, and it's the sin binnings always throw interchange sort of structure out the window.
Harry seemed to be having a bit of problem with maybe his leg or his hamstring. Is that any concern?
No, he got belted a couple of times, got winded, but I thought he played a terrific game, and he's had 2 really good, solid games, and he's grown a lot, that guy. Maybe we should have extended his contract earlier, but I think he's flourishing in knowing that he's a big part of the picture going forward.
And you think Leeds, obviously, as you get to know each other more, you'll improve as a team, but the conditions as well, it wasn't ideal out there, was it, that heavy pitch?
It's round 2. We're playing against a quality team on their patch, on a pitch that gave way with every footstep, and we got beaten by a couple of deflections today. I don't think we've been beaten by lack of effort. We've been pretty on par there. I think Hull KR are a tough, hard-working team. Like, they're amongst the best in the comp at that grinding footy, and that was a grinding day for it in those conditions. They executed a couple of plays really nicely, and that was the difference. But we played some decent footy at times today, I thought.